Hi, it's John Cronshaw here with my author diary for the weekend in August the 17th, 2025. Had a mixed bag of a week. First few days of the week, so Sunday until Tuesday, basically we had a bit of a mini break, so we went to Chester and did things like going to explore Delamere Forest and go around the city walls and check out the cathedral and things like that. So me and my wife had gone there for FantasyCon back in October last year, and we really wanted to go back and just kind of explore the city with our son. So that's what we did, and a good time was had by all. In terms of writing, I've been doing something a bit different this week. I've basically been going over and finishing my draft of The Silent Watcher, which is that standalone novel. So I went through the alpha feedback and kind of tweaked the ending a bit. So yeah, if you're an alpha reader for that, I really appreciate your feedback. And yeah, there is a bit of a change that if you've read the alpha version, you will see is quite glaring, I believe. So what else is there? Yeah, so I've been working this week on rewriting Hunters. So Hunters is the wacky space western side project that I did. I think it was like last year before, and I'm rewriting it as a nautical fantasy set in the Ravengosh universe. So I listened to it all at kind of super speed on my phone, and I've gone through it, and I can do this. So I've started rewriting it. I've got like, I don't know, quite a few chapters into it. Rewriting it as a nautical fantasy. So instead of it being in space, it's on the sea, and a lot of it can stay the same. A lot of the dialogue, it's basically just changing the setting. I think there's like 2 chapters that I've highlighted that will definitely need a complete rewrite, complete overhaul, because they just won't work. But apart from that, it should work. It should work. So I've started posting. I think I posted the first 3 chapters on Patreon, and I will be posting them weekly on Substack. So obviously, you get the early access on the Patreon, and I'm making it available for just people who follow me on there for free anyway. So if you're not following me on Patreon, even as a free member, then you are missing out, basically. So I'll be posting them just every couple of days, I think, in addition to what I'm posting already. So there's basically going to be probably 10 posts a week, maybe more by the time over the next few months while I'm posting this. So that is going well anyway, and that is basically what I'm going to do next week, is just finish that. I should be able to get that finished. Again, I'm going away for a few days next week to Wolverhampton to see family and stuff. But yeah, that is going to be my priority. And then what else? So I've done a thing that I'm going to start doing, and it was basically because of a question I had, was like, how can you be so prolific, blah blah blah. And I've had this question a few times recently. And so what I've done is I've done a post on my website and on my newsletter about this, and it's basically talking about how I'm not just working on this one project. I have several projects, several open projects, and what I do is I follow my energy and I go for what I am most excited about in the moment. Now, I heard a podcast the other day, and it talked about Brandon Sanderson. And he had a great metaphor for it. So it's basically, he talks about it as crop rotation method. So instead of Brandon Sanderson focusing on one project, he maybe works on 4 projects at the same time, and has different phases, and does different things on different periods. And this is kind of what I do, except more zigzaggy, kind of less structured, I think, than Brandon Sanderson. And I suppose if I had like a multi-million pound industry and machine behind me, then maybe I would change my methods as well. But the way I do things is, got lots of open projects, lots in the pipeline. And so what I'm going to do, and I have done the first one of these in today's newsletter, is basically I now will include a project tracker in my newsletters. So what this means is you will know where I am on a project, and as a kind of accountability thing and a transparency thing as well, I'm also saying, like, okay, I've got these projects that are open, and this is the last date that I looked at them. so there's some on there where, you know, the last save date, I think in my, what is it, Dawn of Assassins book 4, it's like the last save date is, I think it was July 2023. So there's, yeah, it's kind of made me think, oh, maybe I should get on with book 4 of that. So yeah, so that'll be helpful for me, just to remind me, and also be helpful to readers, hopefully, as I'll structure it in a way where it's like, okay, I've got these launches coming up, I've got these books in the pipeline, these are with the editor, these are being redrafted, and it is a big list. It's like I've got a lot of open projects. So yeah, yeah. I mean, like, and because of the way I work as well, it's like I didn't plan at all on doing this nautical fantasy project, but I think after I did my author diary last week, I was like, oh, I really want to do this. So I thought, can I make it work? So on, what was it, Friday and Saturday, I basically went through, I think it was like the first 5 or 6 chapters, and yeah, listened to it, went through the first 5 or 6 chapters, rewriting them, and thought, yeah, I can do this, I can make this work. So yeah, so that is, anyway, that is what I am going to be doing. I have submitted the Trial of Thieves audiobook for review to ACX, so that is the people who basically distribute through Audible. So I'm hoping that that'll work, because it's already been rejected on a stupid technicality. So I've resubmitted it. Hopefully that'll be live imminently, but we'll see. I've also got the Punks vs Zombies launch coming up at the end of the month, so that is the last day of the month. I've also got, on the first day of September, Dark Gambit, which is, what is it, the 6th book in the Ravenglass Throne, coming out. And I've also put up for pre-order for the 15th September books 1 to 4 of the Ravenglass Throne box set. So lots going on. Lots going on. But yeah, all manageable and all good. And yeah, so if you're not on my newsletter, get on there. The other thing as well this week that I almost forgot about was I am featured on the Meet the Author section this week on the British Fantasy Society website. So check that out. So yeah, so I will carry on anyway, as I say, with this nautical fantasy next week. I should make a good chunk of progress on it, but we shall see. So until next time, cheerio.